Okay, Holmes, what's this all about?
The man stole a potato from the market.
That's it?
I know, it's unbelievable, right?
Right.
Give me the potato. So, what's your name?
The name's Smith. Gary Smith.
I see. Well, would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Well, you'd ask me the questions whether I said yes or not, so do I really have a choice?
Bright lad. I know you were involved with the robbery at the markets.
Obviously.
Might I ask whom you are working for?
No one.
So you're trying to steal potatoes for no particular reason?
That's right. How do you know that I'm not just an average criminal trying to make money? Potatoes have a lot of pounds in Ireland these days due to the shortage.
Well, because if you're an average cook, then I wouldn't be here. That famine was about 100 years ago. Next time, recite your excuse before saying it. Oh, the markets! Now, what could possibly be the cause of all this?
My potatoes!
Well, could you tell me what happened?
Some rowdy fellow took all my potatoes!
My, how unfortunate. Is there anything I can do for you, kind sir?
Find my potatoes! Find whoever took my potatoes and please hurry!
First, make distracting noise to opposite end. Then, kick the tail back. Next, paralyze vocal cords to reduce screaming. Discombobulate. Weaken right jaw. Now fracture. Elbow block to left fist. Heel kick to underside of ribs. In summary, dislocated tailbone. Ears ringing, fractured jaw. 3 broken knuckles, 5 shattered ribs. Physical recovery, 3 weeks. Psychological recovery, 3 months. Miss me? Locked. Wait, what's that smell? Mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes? Lestrade, it does seem a bit odd that we are both on the same side, doesn't it?
Alright, move it.
You know, I find it rather odd how this is the 3rd time that I've gotten arrested by the Scotland Yards, who, by the way, I am on the same side with.
It's not that they don't like what you're onto. It's what they don't like is your reckless methods.
Oh, so you are complaining now?
How do you call this complaining? Again, when have I ever complained?
I thought you said you weren't going to get involved in this case.
How do you call this being involved?
You know, it would be helpful if you would stay with your original decisions.
Wouldn't it be more helpful if I did come along?
So you are saying that you were involved in this case now?
I just asked a simple question.
Which was also a declarative statement.
How can you compare a question and a declarative statement?
One can be the other.
How could they be the same?
In every way possible.
But back to the subject, please. Why were you there, anyways?
Right, well, let me explain. First, it started off with me going to the markets to investigate at the heart of the crime scene. While trying to give comfort to the clerk, I noticed some footprints on the ground.
Couldn't they belong to anyone?
Yes, but I followed them directly to the warehouse.
So,
the warehouse had been abandoned for over 10 years. and if anyone had done anything with it, it would have been filed. After taking out the thug with a frying pan, I tried to open the door to the central area, but it was locked. That was when I got the aroma of the mashed potato. I tried to pick the lock as hurriedly as I could, but that's when the Inspector Chubby Cheeks over here caught me at it.
Great mind that, Lestrade. Any longer and you could have turned all of London into a giant potato salad.
This isn't one of my psychological experiments like I do on the dock.
So what do you plan on doing?
I'm not sure.
Have you ever heard of the simple concept called knocking on the door?
Not recently, no. And it would also seem that whatever case I'm working, you happen to be working against it.
That time with Blackwood was just a coincidence.
Coincidence? I doubt that. But anyways, as of this time.
What of this time?
I know you have something to do with the potato robbery. What stumps me is what role.
I just found you as I was walking by.
So you typically walk by abandoned warehouses?
I just happened to...
Don't try to act innocent. I know you well enough to know when you're lying.
Oh, so you think I'm lying?
Of course I do. When don't I?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is what happened when the guard hit me in the head with a frying pan at the warehouse. I followed some footprints to that warehouse, which has been abandoned for over 10 years. I tried to pick the lock, but when I smelled the aroma of the mashed potato, I almost got it, but was interrupted by my own men. Then you would get two things, a share of the money, and the pleasure of outsmarting me 2 times, as if the one wasn't enough.
And you think this is the role I am playing in this part of the robbery?
Naturally.
You know you'll never be able to find every single potato in London.
We'll see about that. What I think happened is whoever you're working for paid someone off to steal a potato, just to cover up all the other potatoes being stolen throughout London. The robbery was just a hoax. Then you too could receive a handsome price for them. Just a guess.
Why do you always jump to conclusions so quickly?
Well, because I know I'm right. I can't make inferences without the data, and if I already have the data, then what's the point to draw inferences if I can make a conclusion with the information I already have?
Why did you come here in the first place?
It wouldn't make a difference in the pounds you would get, but you can now know that you didn't outsmart me. Now, if you'll excuse me. Good to see you, old friend.
Let's just find the potato and get out of here.
It must be in here.
Whoa!
Bob! You!
Thousands of generations of my family have been waiting for this moment. Every potato in London, all in our power.
This is delicious. You have to try some.
How can you be eating at a time like this?
But, it's delicious.
Wow, I've had mashed, baked, fried, and even grilled potato, but bombed potato? This is a first.
Detective Holmes,
Yes?
there has been another robbery at the markets, sir.
Oh, really?
Yes, only this time it's a cucumber. The clerk is in hysterics. Will you accept the case?
When was it?
About 2 hours ago, sir.
Have they sealed off the crime scene?
Yes, sir.
Are they sure the information is valid?
Very, sir.
I accept.